big fan of Stevie Wonder for a long time, even as a child, thinking that he was Ray Charles' son, right?
Right. Now, let me ask you a question with this piece. Is this for sale?
Yeah, this piece is for sale.
All right, Brad, so we have a few of your pieces here that we would like for you to just kind of give us some history on it and what the idea was when you were drawing it and the materials that you used to.
Okay. Well, these are 3 examples of paintings that I've done. Music is a big inspiration for me, as you well know, and so even though I've done a number of different kinds of artwork, abstract artwork, murals and things like that, these are just based on musicians that I've either had the opportunity to meet or I've enjoyed as a fan. Bobby Rush, while living in Mississippi, I had a great opportunity to meet him on 2 or 3 different occasions. In fact, this was a study I did of him, a performance on stage of a photograph taken by a colleague of mine that I knew in Mississippi. They provided me with the photograph. I asked them if I could use it as a painting reference. They said go ahead. And so that's what initially was a study for a larger painting I've done of Bobby Rush that's still in process, that he actually autographed on the piece. And so this was a study just getting a likeness of his face, and he performed at the Milwaukee Black Arts Festival in 2019. And also was a Grammy winner in 2020, if I'm not mistaken. So him I have as a Grammy winner who signed a painting that I've done of him. B.B. King, I did a painting of him which was framed by Greenwood Park Gallery. Had an opportunity to meet B.B. King on a couple different occasions. He also autographed the painting I did of him by signing his name on the guitar neck. And so there's that. And then Cedric Burnside won a Grammy 2 years ago for Best Blues Artist. And also did a painting of him, befriended him while I was there in grad school in Mississippi, and he signed his painting as well. So now I've got 3 Grammy winner paintings that have been signed by the Grammy winners themselves. Right,
that's great. And, and then how you were able to meet them and have some interaction with them. Now this piece here.
So this right here, we got Stevie Wonder. Kind of that superstition era, so to speak. But this was actually created at the Washington Park Wednesdays Community Arts and Funk Festival Live Art Night. And that took place a couple years ago in Washington Park, where Milwaukee local band Dope Music Crew did a tribute to Stevie Wonder. And so me being the coordinator of the live art, had a number of artists come and participate, and the artists painted their own renditions of Stevie Wonder.
And you did this on site?
Right, I did this on site, started on site, finished it in my studio. But that's what inspired that piece there. I've been a big fan of Stevie Wonder for a long time, even as a child, thinking that he was Ray Charles' son, right?
Now let me ask you a question with this piece. Is this for sale?
Yeah, this piece is for sale. It is featured on my website right now at bernardartstudio.com, but it definitely is for sale. So anyone who wants to inquire can visit www.bernardartstudio.com.
And then this next piece here?
This piece here, Jessie Mae Hemphill. You ever heard of Jessie Mae Hemphill?
I haven't.
Well, Jessie Mae Hemphill was a hill country blues musician. So my time in Mississippi, I learned all the nuances of the differences of blues. So there's hill country blues, Delta blues, hill country, urban city, roadhouse. So urban city is more the Chicago buddy guy kind of sound, right? Texas Roadhouse would be more your Stevie Ray Vaughan, right? Delta blues would be more like your Muddy Waters and Howlin' Wolf. All right. Hill country blues, Jesse May Hemphill, R.L. Burnside, Junior Kimbrough. So just like in reggae, there's rock steady, dance hall, reggae, ska. Those are three different music forms that kind of come out of the same experience almost. Same thing, similar with blues. So I had an opportunity to chaperone Miss Jessie May Hemphill. Now, have you ever heard of Bonnie Raitt?
Never.
You never heard of Bonnie Raitt?
No.
Okay. Bonnie Raitt is a white blues rock musician.
Okay.
But a lot of her phrasing and intonation is inspired by Jessie May Hemphill.
Okay.
And so I had an opportunity to chaperone her for a weekend. And so what you see here, I call these portraitaries. And I'm going to run through this real quick, but you'll notice I've got a number of different road signs and maps all throughout the painting. This revelation came to me.
Greenwood Park Gallery and Framing, open for all of your art needs. Located at 4233 West Fond du Lac Avenue, open Mondays through Fridays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now featuring African American and contemporary artwork for local, national, and international artists. Your local shop for masks and statuettes, mud cloths, royal cloths, and salt lamps. Call 414-444-5166 or follow their Facebook. Greenwood Park Gallery and Framing, 4233 West Fond du Lac Avenue.
While flying into Memphis Airport and looking at the landscape, and it looked like a map to me, or looked like a map and a quilt, right?
Okay.
So then I started looking at maps as quilts. So this is basically a portraiture of Jessie May Hemphill. So she's from Senatobia, Mississippi. Senatobia is a Native American word that means either black sycamore, so I've got the black sycamore leaf, or it means black snake, so I've got the black snake, all right? But then I have her, she's triumphant over the black snake. That's why she's got her foot on it. Her nickname was the she-wolf. So I've got the image of the wolf in the background. I've also got the foot tracks of the traveling wolf kind of representing the travels of her as a blues musician.
Okay.
She lived in a double-wide trailer. Somebody had broken into her double-wide trailer. After that, she kept a revolver on her at all times. So the revolver down here kind of represents that home security system that Miss Jessie May Hemphill believed in. And then, of course, we've got the magnolia flower, because magnolia is the state flower from Mississippi.
Okay.
And then when I think about the idea of a steel magnolia in herself, Jessie May Hemphill is definitely that. Okay. So, you know, my attitude is home is where the heart is, and that's why where you see where Highway 4 and Interstate 51 and 55 cross, that's where Senatobia is located. And it crosses her, literally crosses her heart.
Right.
So these paintings all were started with the map that indicates the residence or place of origin of that musician, and then I incorporate different symbols about that person's life into the painting itself.
Really? Yeah, that makes it more in tune with the individual, would you say?
Yeah,
okay.
That's why I call them portraitaries, because it's more than just a portrait. It's key little facts about them as an individual that are included into the artwork. And what's great about this is people can identify with direct location.
Right.
Like someone has seen this piece, they said, Sardis Lake, oh, I used to have a little fishing spot not far from over here.
Right.
Write it down, write it down. So it's like they could actually identify with the location by looking at the painting.
Right.
Or something I learned, and I'll just say this real quick, you know, you should be able to look at road signs and know where you are without having a map.
Right.
So, for example, a white shield with a black and white number, that is a highway that will turn into an interstate. If you see just a circle with a black number, that is just a highway that will connect to a junction, but it might just be another highway.
Right.
And then whenever you see the red, white, and blue shield, that's an interstate. Then also, odd numbers run north and south. Even numbers run east and west. So you should be able to look at a particular shape of sign, color of sign, and number sequence of sign, and be able to navigate without finding it on the map.
Yeah, I learned that years ago, that what the exact numbers mean, and then I think it's also like a bypass, like here in Milwaukee, 794.
Right, it's a bypass.
The three numbers are bypasses.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Good call. Good call.
All
Absolutely. Right. So, you know, and along with that, I've developed a interdisciplinary teaching and learning curriculum.
Okay.
That where you could take science, you could take math, you could take social studies or civics, you could take any subject that students learn and drop it into this particular framework using this particular technique.
Right. Yeah, that's
so.
neat. That's
so
neat.
right now, I'm in the current stages of finishing up that curriculum and hopefully being able to run a pilot program through the Department of Public Instruction.
Okay. You know what I noticed too, you had mentioned Mississippi earlier where you spent some time at. I noticed that Mississippi really have influenced a lot of your artwork. So we want to thank you, Brad, for coming and interviewing us, and hopefully the audience will be inspired by this gentleman as well.
Yeah, it's been great being here. I've enjoyed it, and I appreciate the time.
Okay, so now, Brad, can you give the audience your contact information, your websites?
All right. I can be reached at bernardartstudio@gmail.com, or if you'd like to visit my website and see more of my work, you can always go to www.bernardartstudio.com. That's no spaces in between the words, and you'll see a wide variety of current and past works.
All right. Well, thank you again, Greenwood Park, Artist Connection. Appreciate you, my brother.
Thank you, man. It's been good.
Indeed.
Enjoyed it.
All right. The Artist Connection podcast was generated from many conversations with local artists around the lack of opportunity to showcase their talent. Here at Greenwood Park Gallery and Framing, we recognize our local talent and strive to connect artists with the community. Please enjoy this opportunity to hear from local artists and learn more about what inspires their work.
Greenwood Park Gallery and Framing specializes in custom framing, printing on canvas, and selling contemporary and African American art, all housed in our 3,000 square foot art gallery. We are centrally located in Milwaukee at 4233 West Fond du Lac Avenue. We recognize local artists and strive to connect local talent with the community. We're asking for your support. Contact us to find out how you can help sponsor the work we're doing to highlight local artists in our community.